G'day guys, okay. Now, I'm going to preface this video right at the very beginning and let you know that I am doing a voiceover with the window open. And it is 3:36 in the afternoon. So, there's a possibility you're going to hear some birds, you're going to hear some, I don't know what you're going to hear in the background, but it is so warm today, there is no way I can close my door for my children's noise and the window at the same time. I have the fan on, but anyway. What am I scrapping? I pulled out the Pinkfresh Studio Holiday Magic Collection. And I love the colours. I love them. I didn't go overboard and I didn't buy stacks and stacks of them because obviously you can only do so much. Well, you can do a lot of things with it, but I don't want to bore you guys with using the same collection over and over and over and over. It's different if I'm doing something like 6x6 paper pad smash. You know, that's different. You expect it then because that's the series. But when it comes to scrapping 12x12 layouts, I don't like using the same collection over and over and over again. I think it gets a bit redundant. So this could have been done a lot easier. I'm going to start off by saying that. So I cut the bits, so the little swooshes, I'm calling them swooshes. Okay, I don't know if that's the right word, but the coloured sections, I cut them and then realised there's no glitter on this page. That is what's missing. This is Christmas. We've got to have glimmer and glitz and shine. Like, we've got to have that. So I decided, and then I got it on the photo. See, this is what I mean. I was a little bit out of sorts when I did this. I was kind of a little left field and I was thinking, okay, when I was doing this, I had in my head that I needed to get 2 videos done. I had to go and feed my brother's dogs because they're on vacation. And I had to pick up my daughter from work. I had to, what else did I have to do? I had to do my grocery click and collect order at the same time for Christmas. So I was then obviously thinking about Christmas and blah, blah, blah. Talk about having your head in 1,000 places. But it's okay. I'm doing it, people. It's happening. This is another piece of the collection and I bought it specifically for these baubles. I love them. They're so, so pretty. But again, they needed glitter. So I pulled out, for both of them, I pulled out the STICKLES Glitter Gel. I pulled out Moondust. The Moondust is the one that I put on the big swooshes, and Nebula has stars in it. So that's the one that I actually put on the little baubles. Now this is why I wanted to, I don't know, look, can we just let's just look at the elephant in the room. How much easier would this have been if I just took the photos back off? Laugh with me, man. Trust me, it's crazy. It's Christmas time and it's all the things rolled into one, and I'm trying to do way more than I normally do. So I'm just saying, right. So I didn't want to forget whether I could have just turned them over and numbered them. Would have been just as easy. But anyway, so it's much easier sitting here today when I did this layout yesterday and I'm just doing the voiceover. But anyway, so the photos were not separated enough. They needed to be backed because of the white sections and they sort of blended in too much. So I pulled out, that one is from the, let me see what it's from. Did I write it down? Did I write it down? I don't think I did. It's from, I think it's the Pinkfresh Studio Happy, is it Happy Days? Maybe. Let's wing it. Let's see what we think it is. I think it's Happy Days. Delightful. Happy Heart. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'll have it right when I write it in the description below. I will hunt it and I will write it in the description. Gee whiz. Isn't this delightful? Do I make you feel calm and relaxed and ready for Christmas? No. And then I drop my pen. Okay, so this is where I've gone around, I've distressed my edges, my coloured edges, I have distressed the edges of my photos, and I'm putting them down with tape runner. Now, I know I will tell you all day long that when it comes to tape runner and mixed media, any form of mixed media is going to require a wet glue. Oh, hands down, I will say that all day long, right? Because it just doesn't cope with all the glitter and the texture. It just doesn't cope with it. So this is where I love these. I had this picture in my head of these Christmas baubles. They're just so pretty. They're just gorgeous. So I put the glitter on them, and then I realized once I did this, you know what? They still weren't shiny enough. They weren't. So I went the extra step. So, oh, Lucas the spider's popped out to see me. Hello, Lucas. Okay, before anyone panics, no, I do not like spiders, but Lucas the spider, I have this tiny little spider. He's one of those jumping spiders. If you've ever seen Lucas the spider on YouTube, it is adorable. So I've told my children that Lucas, this little tiny spider, he doesn't intimidate me at all because he's so tiny. And yeah, so I have Lucas in here with me. Occasionally he pops out when I'm still in here. And yeah, he's cruising around on my monitor at this point. So my TV monitor that I have set up for my camera. So I've turned it all off, so he probably thinks that I'm not here. But anyway, I don't always talk to spiders. Trust me, I'm not that weird. I'm not that wacko. And if it's a huntsman, for all my Aussie people, if it's a huntsman, I'll burn my house down. I'll tell you now. Nope. Can't do huntsmans. Not a fan. Giant, big, hairy things they are. Okay. So now I have gone through and have I done it yet? I don't think I have. So I'm having a play. I'm just finding where I'm at with this. And it's probably about here that I go, you know what? It's not shiny enough. It's not enough. So what I pull out is my it's new to me. It is the Ranger's Distress Embossing Dabber. Now, I've never had one like this before. I always just use my VersaFine ink pad, my sticky pad. But I thought, you know what? Is there a thing in it? Do I have to pull it out? Do I not? And then I thought, how do I prime this? Do I have to squeeze the daylights out of it? No, you don't. It's all good. Turn it upside down, give it a dab, 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 and it comes out. So it's a sticky. The reason I bought this, and the reason I wanted to try this out, and it works a treat, Ranger, tick the box again. What I wanted to do with it was when I'm doing mixed media and I've got a bit of glitter down or something like that, I don't want to keep putting my Versamark ink pad on that. So I don't want to sort of stain it or get glitter stuck all over it. So when I saw this, I thought, you know what, that's really good. That could be really good. So that's what I did. I bought it. I love it. And I'm using the Ranger embossing powder, the clear superfine detail one. The reason I'm using that one is because I know every time I get an amazing result and it melts super quickly and I love it. So I have said this before, not all embossing powders are made equal. Sometimes, depending how much you do, and I don't do a lot, like realistically, I don't emboss that much, but yeah, it definitely makes a difference and it makes you have a much, much better time of it. Now, can we just take time to appreciate how annoying this gold ribbon is? You think I would have just thrown it out by now because it is the most impossible. I call it the teenage gold ribbon because if there is a teenager that will make your life difficult, this is the equivalent in the ribbon version. I want to throw it out so bad, but I just keep thinking, no, don't waste your supplies, figure it out. Think about another way around it. Now, I've told you that the art glitter glue, there's Jen, hi. I don't know why she's counting down. I don't know why. She just came in and decided to count down and then walk back out again. So my kids have been super patient with me because I've been trying to smash out video after video after video, so that I had one for Christmas Eve, one for Christmas Day, and one for Boxing Day, because as I have said before, and I will say it again and again and again, not everybody is overly festive, and sometimes people just don't have anybody. So they don't go and celebrate much, but they have their YouTube family, and that is what I'm here for. So I'm trying my best to get videos out and at the same time spend time with my family. So this is how it's looking now. Now that I like. That is working for me. Now all I had to do was decide. I came up with a couple of different ideas for the title, and I wanted the title in the center, the very obvious center. Now, Joy to the World, I did actually find a larger version of this, and I wish I had used that one, but it's okay. So I mounted it on the same cardstock that I mounted the photos on, just to give it the same background, and it works a treat. And I stick it down. Absolutely loved it, because I thought initially that it would be all right because that's what it's designed to do, but it needed to be popped up. It needed to be given its own little stage. So that's what I did. Distressed that as well, because I distressed the coloured bits and around the photos, and if you don't distress the middle bit, it just doesn't look right. So I think it works. I think it's okay, but I do wish that I had have made it probably a tiny bit bigger. Here's my mistake of this video. I didn't trim the edges down so I could create a border. So that was a big whoopsie. But that's all right. It's okay. Don't worry. Save the day. So once I put it down, that's when I was like, right, okay. Got to glue this down. Don't panic, people. I know that's my cup, and I know it's got water in it, but it's okay. I need it for the weight. And I know so many of you make comments to me and say, Karen, what are you doing? Why are you putting that on top of there? It's a double-walled glass cup, right? It's a decor one. If you see them on sale, if you're an Aussie and you see these on sale, they're decor. I got mine from Spotlight, but I have seen them in Coles as well. They are amazing. They keep, I still have, can you hear that? I still have ice in that, and I put ice in this morning at 5:30, and there's still ice in it now at 3:49, and my beverage in it is still icy cold. It is the best, and does hot as well. So it does 20 hours cold and it does 10 hours hot, and I've actually tested it and it is true. That is just a plug from me, just because I think it's an awesome cup. I do not get any kickback for that, just FYI. Now, I have finally got this gold ribbon to cooperate. It was the worst, and that middle one didn't want to stay down. Art glitter glue, just to be honest with you, art glitter glue legitimately glues anything, and you only need the tiniest little dot of it and it will hold it. But this ribbon, whoa, it's like a teenage boy, just doesn't want to cooperate, or a teenage girl that's just annoying. Just saying. My kids aren't like that, but I know I was. I was an obnoxious teenager. Sorry, Dad. Okay, so so I've heat embossed these, and so that's over the top of the glitter. So now when you look at it up close, and the photos don't even do it justice, it's glistening and shiny but glittery all at the same time, and it's really, really pretty. So I didn't want to over embellish my page, which I don't normally. If you're new to my channel, I don't normally over embellish terribly. I like to keep my embellishments very simple, And yeah, so that's what I did here. It totally works for me. And yeah, so what else can I tell you about this particular layout other than the gold thread? The gold, it's ribbon. It's literally ribbon. I can tell you, look, I've just bagged the heck out of it, so I'm not going to tell you the actual brand of it. But would I buy it again? No. It is terrible stuff. It's you think it's sort of supposed to hold its own, like it feels like it's got sort of, it's like wiry, but it doesn't. It doesn't hold a bow. It doesn't hold anything. It's very, very, very annoying. But have I thrown it in the bin yet? No. Why? Because I love a challenge. It just frustrates me on the day that I use it. So, joy to the world. This is me scrapbooking Christmas back in, I think this one was 2015, where Jen and Angela were super tiny, uber cute with their matching outfits. Probably the only time they ever let me match them. And I absolutely loved it. Taylor, of course, is a lot older than those two, so we never really matched them. Oh, actually, I tell a lie. We did, one time we all dressed with, well, Darren and I were in black, but the kids were all in tie-dye, and they're just, those photos are adorable. So I even put a little bit of journaling on here. I did it with a silver pen. In real life, you can see it perfectly and you can read it. And it's a silver metallic Posca paint pen. Now this is where it goes from, you know how I say to you guys, it goes from 0 to wow. That's about to happen. Watch this maneuver. This is magic. What I have just tipped out is something I bought a little while ago. It's from Uniquely Creative, and they're called Bubble Beads Mixed. That's what it's called. I will put the item number in my description below. So basically what these are the cutest little bubbles of nothing. They kind of have the finish on them is like, I say oil. It's almost holographic. It's like, I'm having a look at them now so I can maybe find better words. It's kind of, it looks like, you know when you see oil on top of water, it's got that around the outside of a clear ball. So these literally look like, for Aussies and Kiwis, they look like hundreds and thousands. But for everyone else, I don't know what you have that's the equivalent to hundreds and thousands. They're little tiny balls, and they are stunning. I'm using my wax tipped, I don't even know what you call it, pickup tool. And I'm using that, and I've tipped them into, these are little triangle trays that I got a 3-pack of them, and they're from bandalore.com. I got them from I think I got them from Crafts Online. I think I got them from, and they were like 3 for $2 or $3. They were nothing, but I tell you what, they make a big difference when you're wanting to get beads like this. Keep them in control, and then have control to tip them back into the vessel they came from. Game changer. They're so dirt cheap. They feel really flimsy, but you use them for this purpose only, so it's not like you're gonna wear it out using it on something else. They're awesome. And I just went around just on the white bits, because the white bits, to me, I didn't want to go over it with any more of the Stickles gel, because it wasn't glitter that it needed, but it needed an element of reflection. That's what I quite often get stuck with. It's not glitter that you need. It's not shimmer. It's reflection, so that your paper doesn't look flat and matte. Oh, we finally have some breeze. Woohoo! It's a miracle. Apologies if you have headphones in your ears. Sorry about that. So, yeah, these things just, they lifted the page, and I'm so happy with the result. If you want to see the close-up photos, jump over to Facebook. I will have, or Instagram. I have my socials linked in my description below. I also have, I will also have another link to Crazy Craft Obsessions. They have a online store here in Australia. Look at those balls, they're so cute. They have an online store, and if you go on over there and you place an order and refer a friend, you both get discounts. So jump over there and have a look at their refer a friend program. It might suit your needs. So the other thing I wanted to say is my shameless plug, and I'm going to chuck it in here because, you know, us Aussies, we don't promote ourselves easily. But I'm absolutely wrapped with everything I've managed to achieve this year. And if you are one of the many that are watching my channel and you haven't subscribed, I would love to have you jump on board. And it is free. It's free. I know it says subscription, but it's free. I promise. There is not a single cent will come from your pocket. So that being said, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I absolutely love my comments, and I respond to all my comments in a timely fashion. And jump on over to my socials and say hi. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will chat to you again real soon. Bye for now.